Greetings, I'm the Old Growler, and this is Beer Tasting with the Old Growler. Now, let's get started with the tasting. Today, we're going to try, it's by Founders, the Founders Brewing Company, and we know where to find where they are from. It is, of course, Grand Rapids, Michigan. And they have a nice, it's raised on the side of the bottle there. That's kind of good. So it is interesting. They pay attention to their bottles. I'm noting that. And we have, as you see there, it's kind of a funky, the skeletal hand holding a globe, and kind of adobe looking. I'll give it Mexican, sure, why not? And it has, let's see, it says barrel aged. Okay, so when beers are aged in barrels, they pick up number one, the color, because usually the barrel is charred for one reason or another, and if not, if it's a fresh oak or is I believe it's called Limousin, then it's not going to pick up any color, but it will pick up some sugars. And that is because of the makeup of the sweat of the oak, I do believe. Okay, now it says Más Agave. I believe that means más, or more agave. And having familiar with mezcal, I don't know agave. Okay, now it says an Imperial Gose style ale brewed with grapefruit and agave aged in tequila barrels. Okay, and let's see, there's anything on the back? Yes, a little bit more information. The cocktail inspiration lives on. Our Imperial Gose is brewed with agave and sea salt before being aged in tequila barrels. But it doesn't end there. Once it's pulled from the barrels, it gets a dose of fresh grapefruit juice to ramp up the tanginess and to pay homage to our other favorite tequila-based cocktail, the Paloma. Sweet, salty, and mouth-puckeringly delicious. Más Agave Grapefruit. And it was packaged on April 10th of this year. You've just heard all about the taste of the day, Founders Más Agave. I've gone through the label. What I'm going to expect? Well, a tequila flavored beer, essentially. Okay. All right. Once again, we're pouring it into a white wine glass because that way all of the beers that we sample have the same advantage or disadvantage as far as being effervescent or giving off aromas if they're ales, or having a certain, especially when you hold it by the stem, if you hold a glass with your hand, it warms it up a little bit sometimes. And so Pilsners in particular would want to be a little chilled. So it keeps the hand from warming the glass. That's why I do that. All right, now, there was something else that I wanted to say. Oh yeah, the fact that we're doing, the fact that we're doing an agave beer, it fits in rather nicely for today, because it is, it's in the 80s out there, or approaching the 80s. So it is summertime, which is also the reason that I'm not wearing a turtleneck or my famous fedora. I have my alma mater's chapeau on today. So let's crack this open, and as I said, I'm expecting a tequila flavored beer. Let's see what happens. Oh, with the grapefruit. Why didn't they just put Cascade hops in there? Well, never mind, Peter. All right. All right, Peter, you just proved yourself wrong, didn't you? You said a tequila barrel would not give it any color. Ding dong, I'm wrong. So I'm not going to count it against it. No, sir. That was my mistake. All right. It is. The cloudy might be, I don't think it's deliberately meant to be cloudy. I think it might just be that it was chilled a little bit and it's not to be chilled. Oh, I forgot to look for the alcohol content. Well, we'll figure it out later. Anyways. Boy, it's an odd aroma. It's neither hop, floral, or roasted malty type stuff. It's a mystery. All right, well, Peter, you're gonna have to sip it, quaff it. Sip it, quaff it. Here we go. There's a tropical sweetness to it. It is a sweetness, definitely. This is not a bitter beer by any stretch of the imagination. And despite the chill haze, what I'm assuming is a chill haze, I would chill this right down a little bit more. This isn't a beer that warms easily, because then it would get, and it has already got to be a little bit of a play. However, it does have that nice salty tang of the agave and the sea salt. A beautiful cleansing of the palate. Okay, it wasn't what I expected, because I expected it to be blonde. But that was my mental mistake, because I forgot, again, that the casks will give it some color. My bad. So we can't take that on there. But it comes down to the flavor. And the flavor is exactly what I would expect. I think I might have expected it to be a little warmer. By warmer, I mean more alcohol content, or seemingly alcohol content. 9.7% alcohol by volume. Here's your answer, Peter. This is not a session beer. Okay. Now, as far as the grapefruit goes, there might be a little on what I call the pre-finish. It's that bit where it's still in your taste receptors in your mouth, and it's just before the flavor goes away. It might be. It's very light though. Did Founders Más Agave Grapefruit meet expectations? Yes, it did. Hoping that all of your beers meet expectations.